Hey guys, welcome back to We Did Something. I apologize ahead of time that most of this video is going to be voiced over due to the salamander heater that we have running in the background. If you remember in our previous video, we assembled that heater, and with that running in the background made the sound quality terrible. Anyway, in this video, we'll be assembling our new Husqvarna ST227 snowblower. And this first part here, you'll see me struggle trying to get it out of the box. This is the chute assembly. We'll just take that and just set it off to the side for now. The snowblower is attached to the wooden pallet by an L bracket with a 1/2 inch nut and lag bolts. Go ahead and remove the L brackets on both sides of the snowblower. Now that that's accomplished, now to struggle to get this thing off the pallet and out in the open where I can actually put it together. Well, here's a snowblower as it comes right out of the box. Having a second person would have made that process quite a bit easier, but hey. Anyway, this is our last snowblower that I repaired last fall in one of my previous videos. And during our last snowstorm, I was using it for a good 2 hours before she started spittering, sputtering, and dying again. And on one of the restarts, the pull rope, it actually kicked and yanked the rope right out of my hand and snapped the rope. So I kind of gave up on it for now. I'll probably fix it this spring or whatever, try to sell it. But in the meantime, we're going to get this one together and use it. Here we are just cutting and removing this zip tie, which holds the handle down. Then we look over on the other side to find out that there ain't one there, and then just make sure it moves freely. Now we just raised the handle after first removing the chute rotation mechanism. Just raise it up and it'll lock in place, kind of, sort of. And here I'm just kind of checking for height. You can adjust the height of the handle in about three or four different heights, and I'm kind of happy there. So you just tighten these handle nuts down, and it does take a little effort to get through the first 3 threads, but once you get through that, it gets easier than just tighten them up on both sides. Once you're happy with the first two, you get to do it all over again with these two. You just insert those in an available hold, one on each side of the handle, and just tighten them down. Now we'll go ahead and grab the chute assembly and remove the clean out tool and just lay it off to the side for now, and go ahead and finish taking it out of the plastic wrap. Now we just take the chute and just set it on the chute base and just kind of lean it against the auger housing for the time being, and reach down and grab the chute rotation mechanism as reach it up. Just make sure the cables aren't crossed. Basically, the mechanism just snaps into the chute through a square hole, which you see me doing here. However, I messed up, and make sure on the controls that the chute lever is in the middle position. You'll see why here in a bit. I apologize for the bad angle here, but take the cables from the chute rotation assembly, and there's two circular clips that I'm inserting these cables through. Just insert them in the clips and squeeze the clamps closed. Now take this nut that I believe was a 5/16. Just install that on the bolt where you put the chute rotation assembly through, and just snug it up. Here we just cut the zip tie that's holding the chute deflector cable, and using a carriage bolt and a 5/16 lock nut, attach the cable to the side of the chute. And using the nylon spacer, another lock nut, and a carriage bolt, insert the carriage bolt through the upper hole in the deflector, and then insert the nylon spacer and the deflector cable, and tighten down with the lock nut. Then attach the return spring from the deflector down to the chute rotation mechanism bolt. Then take your rubber knobs and attach them to the control levers. You don't necessarily have to pound on them like I did here. Just a little effort, you can push them on there. And this is where I find out that I messed up. And I try to tell you that I need to adjust that. We'll first start by putting the chute position lever in the center position, and then detach the chute. Once the rotation mechanism is attached to the chute, there's two tabs on either side that need to be pressed in to get it to release, which I kind of struggled here. Once you have the mechanism released, make sure the cables still are not crossed, and reattach it to the chute with the chute pointing in a straightforward position. And reattach. As I have a gravel driveway and sometimes I make paths through the yard, I want to raise the auger about half inch off the ground. So using a couple blocks placed under, then you'll loosen two bolts on the skid plates and lower them down to the ground and retighten. And repeat for the other side. The engine probably shipped with very little or no oil, so you want to make sure you top that off with the proper oil, which in our case was 5W30. Now to add our fuel. I use ethanol-free fuel. Ethanol likes to mess up carburetors after time.
And the keys. All right, let's see if this thing will start. I shut the salamander off so we can hear it. Keys installed. I'll pry them 3 times. Being new, let's do 4 or 5. Set high. Fuel is on. Choked. See how she does. Awesome. Okay, I'm dressed for the cold again. I'm going to, let me get my hand out of the way. There we go. I'm going to make maybe 1 or 2 passes over to my burn pile so I can take the old wood and the cardboard for this snowblower out to there. So that'll be kind of the test. So let me get you set up and we'll see how she does. Alright guys, you've seen that in action. Not too bad. I'm actually kind of liking it. So we'll see on this, whenever we get another good snowfall. We'll see how it works. I might even take another video of that. We'll see. But anyway, now I can get to my bird pile to throw some boxes away. And I might burn them. I don't know yet. So anyway, if you found this at all useful, please like and subscribe. And I thank you for watching. Thanks again. Bye.
Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.
We'll see you next time. Bye, Tracy.